Hey, what's up everybody? We're right now at Dad's camper and we're gonna go sign the paperwork, give him a bunch of cash and get the hitch put on the truck and the trailer, and then we'll be on our way hopefully home, and we're gonna see if my little Toyota Tacoma that's a 2004 with a 6-cylinder engine can pull a 29-foot 4,400-pound travel trailer. It's gonna be fun. You can see in the background we're at a Toyota place here in Pascagoula, Mississippi. Anyways, Dione and I are gonna trade this in. We're gonna get a Tundra because guess what? It just did not work. So we looked yesterday, found one we like, they approved us, and I guess this is what we're gonna do. So there goes the little red truck, and I'm gonna say goodbye to it. Camper, Max and I bring some more stuff. We went inside with the GoPro and took some video of it. This is my truck. This is the Forest River camper. You ready to go, Max? Yeah. And here our adventures start right now. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael.
And I'm Dione.
And welcome to FITZ'S Adventures' second anniversary edition. That's right, we've made it 2 years living in the camper. It's been 2 years since we bought the camper, and we've been doing work camping ever since here in California. So, we haven't killed each other yet. It's come close. But other than that, we're doing all right. So we're just going to go over some things, kind of be a review of what we did. You just saw the opening where we ended up getting the camper, and after we got the camper wouldn't pull the trailer. The truck wouldn't pull the camper. Yeah. Anyways, so the truck wouldn't pull the camper, the little red truck, and then we ended up going to the local Toyota place in Pascagoula, Mississippi, and we ended up buying a new Toyota, and it ended up being the Tundra that we have and you've seen in all the videos and everything. If we knew a little bit more, we probably would have got a bigger engine in one, but I think we got, for what we got and what we're doing, we're fine. As long as we don't go back up to Shelter Cove, which we'll get to that in just a minute. So this is our second anniversary, and we're just kind of going to go over some things that we've done for everybody, and some memories that we had, and tell you exactly how it was, and if it was fun or not fun, and pretty much everything has been fun so far. So, all right, so first thing I have written down here, I said our trip to California.
Yes.
So we had to pack up, and you had so much stuff that you had to throw away. Yeah, I know. She had nothing, and I had all sorts of clothes and furniture and all sorts of stuff. And I gave a lot of it away, and then I gave a bunch of it to the Salvation Army, which is a good place to give to. I don't give to anybody else. Maybe the other one. What was the other one that we had? It doesn't matter. Not Goodwill.
Back Bay Mission.
Yeah, Back Bay Mission. That I would have given to them. But anyways, yeah. So we struggled, and it took us about a month and a half to get everything done. We had got the camper, and then we put it in storage. Got the truck. I drove it around, obviously, back and forth to work. We worked out our last month. We both had 2 jobs, so we both had to do those. My last day was the 27th, and her last day was
the 29th.
The 29th. I don't even think it was that. I think it was like the next day, because it was supposed to be the 29th, and she didn't go in or something happened. I don't remember. But we ended up leaving Mississippi on the 1st of October, and we actually got to Mississippi on to California on the
4th? 5th?
5th, yeah, because we had 3 days before an interview that I had, which we'll get to in a minute. So the trip across country was great. We had a ball. That was the first time I'd ever hauled a trailer, a camper. She was pulling her car with the U-Haul, and we boondocked a couple times. And I don't think I showed all that, but we boondocked a couple times in Walmart parking lot.
Lake Charles.
Yeah, and then we really needed to upload some video and to get some electricity and to take showers because we both stunk, and we needed a real bed because we weren't used to it yet. So we ended up going into the local, I think it was a
hotel in Junction City.
It was a little motel in Junction City, Texas, which you saw. And that's on our second or third video that we did. And yeah, it was great. We spent the night there, and then we left from there, and we went to New Mexico, Arizona. We stayed in both of those states, and then we came straight to the desert in Southern California. And we passed by here, which I-10 is like 30 miles south of us, and we passed that going to 29 Palms, which was kind of neat. We probably could have come up here and actually gone, but we could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't know.
No.
But anyways, yeah, so we got to 29 Palms, and I was getting a job at the casino.
Yes.
And she was going to get a job wherever she could get a job. And I got my job, and I think I started working like 2 weeks later.
Yes.
And it really sucked. It was like the worst fine dining restaurant ever. They didn't have any business. The food was really bad. I won't say the name of the casino, but it was an Indian casino, and I feel sorry for the people that own it. But hopefully they straighten that all out over there. But anyways, we got that. I just left there at Christmas time, and was kind of looking for another job. And at the same time, some work campers left where we were, and we really didn't know too much about work camping. We've heard about it, but we really didn't know that much about it. So we ended up checking it out and talking to them, and we thought it was a good deal. And how much did we pay?
We were paying $450 a month.
$450 a month.
That's our electricity.
Plus electricity. So you're looking at probably $600, which we thought wasn't bad, because when we lived where I lived in Mississippi, when you get done with all your electric bill and your rent and everything, it's $600. So what's the difference? But the difference is there's other places that do a better deal for you. So we worked there for 8 months. We were there, 10 months.
We started right before on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we
So it
left
was
in
we were there.
June?
We were there October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. The end of May we left, and June 1st is when we left the park. So we were there 8 months, and it was all right. We ended up going back to 29 Palms on the way here at Black Meadow Landing, and we stayed there for a week. So that's how nice it was, because we really enjoyed it there. The jacuzzi and the sauna and all that stuff was great. But anyways, let's keep on track here. So we ended up getting here, and we started working, and it was really good at 29 Palms. I kind of liked my job, and had a few problems here and there.
Yeah.
But it was not a bad place to work.
No.
You know, like we said, it was a nice place to stay. We enjoyed it before we even started working there. So that was pretty cool. We left there in June, like we said.
Yes.
And we went to go see my sister, Jeannie, and she lives in Loma Linda, California. And we spent the night there in the orange grove. So I don't know if you remember that video, but there's a video on that. That was pretty cool. We stayed there and had some good time remembering my dad and her mom, and you know, and family things we did when we were kids. She took us out to Chinese food.
Yes.
Yep. And then she gave me a bunch of photographs that were of my dad, and were my dad's, I guess, that I hadn't seen in a really, really super long time. My dad died I believe in 97, so it's been in her hands all this time, which was a good thing. She kept them. So we left there the next day.
Yes.
And we traveled north. And when we traveled north, we didn't even know where we were going. We were supposed to be going to Mendocino, but Mendocino was kind of one of those iffy things, because they said, oh, you could come in and you can work in the morning 2 hours and 2 hours in the evening time, and that'll take care of your space and your electric and all that stuff. But there's no sewage, so you would have to take a container and put the sewage in it and then go pump it someplace. That wouldn't happen. And then the second thing was we would have to come back at 10 o'clock at night and
take down everything we put
up in the morning. Yeah, and put out the campfire and do all these things. So it was only 4 hours a day, but it was 7 days a week. The other place we were going to go to was Shelter Cove that we had talked to them. Weren't real sure. I felt a little more comfortable with the person I was talking to on the phone, which ended up being the manager, Kathy. And when we decided, well, we called the Mendocino one because that's where we were going to go first, and then we were going to decide if we liked it or not, spend a day there, and then we were probably going to head to Shelter Cove, which was just up the coast. Well, here we go. So we went up on the 101 and ended up in Redway, Garberville, and then through the mountains and all the way down into Shelter Cove. Shelter Cove, the road.
The road.
You tell them about the road.
Well, it's 23 miles.
Louder.
23 miles.
There you go.
Takes you an hour, hour and a half to navigate that 23 miles.
Right.
There's 225 curves. Yes, we counted them.
She counted them. I drove.
There are 8 gnarly switchbacks because you're going down and around a curve at the same time. You're going down. You're 28.
Basically, you're following different canyons down. It'll take you across to a canyon, and then you take that canyon down a little bit, and then it takes you up and then down to another one. And then you go up another mountain range, and then you come down again. And then, yeah, it was evil. It was 2,000 feet on one side, no barrier on the side of the road. The only thing that was there were the trees. And once your car went over, they just said, okay, we're just going to leave it there. And there was cars everywhere down on the, off the road, down in the tree line or whatever it is. So yeah, that was a really bad road. But we got to Shelter Cove, and we really met a lot of really nice people. They all knew who they are. Some of them aren't there anymore. Some of them are actually maybe back home in their own states. One of them's in Nevada. Some other ones, I don't even know where.
Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho. Yeah, she's in Idaho. We won't mention any names, but you guys know who you are, and we miss you guys. But we had a lot of good friends in Shelter Cove that we had met. A lot of good fishing, a lot of good fish, a lot of crab,
a lot of free seafood.
A lot of free seafood. So yeah, it was really nice there, and we really, really, really enjoyed it. We'd like to go back up to Northern California again, I think, or at least I would. I don't know.
I would.
Yeah, so we're thinking about it maybe for next summer. We don't know what we're going to do yet. So then we were there, and we were there for 11 months. We ended up leaving because I'm stubborn and the owner was stubborn, and we all kind of wished that wouldn't have happened after it happened. But it did happen, and we shook hands, and we were all good, and we left. So we came down here. It's Lake Havasu. We're just north of the dam in Parker. So I don't know if you've got a map, but you can look at it on a map. Beautiful out here, desert. The heat was unbearable all summer long. Yep, it was like the refrigerator kind of stopped working for about 2 or 3 weeks. We had to doctor it up, and even what I did to it didn't work, and I took it all apart and just said, screw it. I'm going to do some other things. I've learned a lot from the heat. But all around, the summer's been fun. We have met a lot of nice people here. Hopefully both cameras are still running. And yeah, met a lot of nice people here, and I'm working still in the store, and she is working in the diner and then in the front office. She's learning Campground Master, which is going to be good for her. I already know it, and it depends on how it's set up, so every place is probably different. But she's learning Campground Master here and helping out in the office, so that's a good thing. We plan on staying the winter. Our location where we're at, overlooking the water, has got to come to an end soon. Yeah, because what's happening is the snowbirds are coming back. Right now, this is around the 23rd of September, and they'll be back like starting in October. Close. We both came out to do this video. I was coming out to get the tripods out of the truck, and then I was going to attach the cameras to it and everything, and she was going to walk Max really quick and then put it back in the house so we can do this video. quietly without Max. We love Max, but he's a little rambunctious. Anyway, so she came out the door and she looked out on the golf course, and there was the mules out there, the donkeys.
The burros.
But she looked over to the left of them, and sure enough, there is a coyote.
Yeah.
And he was had to have mange because he was itching really super bad, and he was in the middle of the golf course, maybe 30 feet away from 4 or 5 donkeys. So that was just a little strange. I don't know what he was doing up there. Critters here, but the wolf on the golf course was just a little strange, that close to the donkeys. But I guess maybe it's a natural thing. I mean, they're all here. That's a beautiful golf course. There's grass and there's things to eat on it, like donkey poop.
Yeah. For some reason, the coyotes think it's dog biscuits.
Yeah.
To put it nicely.
A little weird, but you know, it must have some sort of nutrients in it. You know, it's already chewed up. It's just not digested all the way from donkeys. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
All right, so watch that video. And here it is. All right, everybody, we want to thank you very much for watching today. This was our little anniversary special. I've got some footage of sundown and the clouds just the other day here when the wind was blowing. So anyways, I want to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Please continue to watch. I swear to get better. We are off tomorrow, and we are going to, I want to get this video done for this week, but next week's video we're going to try to do some fun things, so please stay tuned for us. And if you're a new viewer, thank you very much. Please subscribe and like, and tell your friends all about us. We're still trying to get 100 viewers. Hey, we're creeping up there. We have 82, so hopefully by the end of winter we can have another 30, 40 with all the snowbirds coming up here, and maybe hopefully they can start watching our videos too. All right, this is Michael.
I'm Dione.
And thank you for watching, guys. Please write us at msfitzsadventures.gmail.com, rather, and you can just right below us, actually, you can leave your little comment. We like to hear comments too. So that's msfitzsadventures@gmail.com, or just below. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a couple days. Bye.